been subscribed to my channel for like any period of time, I love books. I love tapping on books because I like talking about books, and so I get to do both of them on the same time. But yeah, it's just like simultaneous serotonin for me. So these are books that I bought for my birthday, which was like several days ago. And well, some of them I bought for my birthday, some of them I didn't. It's okay. Some of them I bought for different reasons that I'm gonna get into later. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm so excited. But I'm gonna start with the ones that I did buy for my birthday. So this is Stephen King's The Shining. I bought the little one. It's very tiny. It's tiny and it is like almost 700 pages long. It's okay because like the font is pretty big, so I know that I'm gonna get through this pretty quickly. I would have gotten the bigger version, but it was more expensive and like I didn't really need it to be that size. I like that this book is like the pages are thin, so it smells good. Something about, I just like thin pages. I like thin pages. I typically prefer that the covers be illustrated and not like photos of things, but I'll forgive Stephen King for this one. And I guess I prefer paperbacks to hardcovers. Those are like my book preferences. I really want to know, what are your book habits? I've been meaning to ask you guys that. Like, what do you do with a book? Do you dog ear the pages, which is like a sin in my book? Do you like treat them super gently? Do you like to wear them out so like they look kind of lived in, I guess? Let me think, what are some other book habits? I know that there are some crazy people on TikTok, not crazy, but like, you know what I mean, that they rip out the corner of the page instead of folding it. They write on the books, like not like annotations or anything. They write just like to-do lists and stuff. They like to put their drinks, like their cold or hot drinks, on the book, so it leaves a ring. Which is like, why? Like, why? Just put it on your table. Why does it have to be your book? You know. If you want something to destroy, go buy like one of those journals that are like, it's like destroy this journal or whatever it's called. Go buy that. But why do you have to like hurt a book? Maybe I want it. I'm kidding. I'm not that pressed about it because it's your book. You spent your money on it. You can do whatever. But like, I just can't understand it. Oh, here's another book habit. Do you like to take the jacket of hardcover books off? Or do you like to like carry them around with the book jacket on? I like to carry it around with the book jacket on. It's mostly about aesthetics for me. Like, I really prioritize aesthetics in most of the things that I do, just in general in my life. So even though it is kind of annoying, I mean, I can deal with it. Like, it's not like the end of the world, you know? But yeah, this is the #1 bestseller, The Shining. I love the movie, even though it really does scare me every single time that I watch it. Like, I have to cover my eyes because I'm frightened. I loved the movie, and I've read and seen both versions of it, like the book It. Read the book. It took me 6 months to read it because I was not a fast reader then, even though I read it like last year. Or was it this year? I don't know. I finished it recently, but like I wasn't really going through books the way that I am now. Or have been recently. I've been kind of slacking off again with like my reading pace. I'm not busy or anything. I'm just like on my phone all the time. I hate it. But yeah, it's just The Shining just liked it because it was Stephen King. It really wasn't that like grand. I don't think that The Shining really needed a sequel, actually. Okay, random fact. I know that I'm spending so much time on this book, but like, I just have so much to say. Do you guys remember the epic rap battles of history? Okay, wait, I have to like calm down. Okay, so several years ago, there was this YouTube channel that was called the Epic Rap Battles of History. Super popular if you've been like a YouTube geek for a long time. If you were like a Grace Helbig, Tyler Oakley, trying to think like all of those YouTubers in that community. If you like religiously watch their videos, then you definitely have heard about Epic Rap Battles of History. They put these historical figures or like influencers or whatever in battle together, and they like make a whole production out of it, and the lyrics are surprisingly really good. I saw a TikTok where this guy was like doing the choreography to artists, like Renaissance artists versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because it's like Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Raphael, and so like, yeah, the artists and like yeah, you get it. So I ended up going down a rabbit hole and I memorized the entire rap, and now I'm working on the one that's between Stephen King and Edgar Allan Poe, and if you go watch it, you'll see how difficult it is to rap it, but I am halfway memorized with the whole thing, and I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed that I added both of the like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rap and the Stephen King one to my playlist, like my everyday driving in the car playlist. I'm so hooked, yo. I am so hooked. Anyway, I need to move on from like my nerdy obsessions. But yeah, it's like a really good childhood moment for me, because in the turtle video, the artists versus turtles video, it's Smosh and Rhett and Link playing the four artists, and I loved both of them when I was younger. It just, everything worked for me, everything. So anyway, moving on, I'm moving on. This is Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. The secrets of the universe. The secrets of the universe. Secrets of the universe. Of the universe. Of the universe. Of the universe. This is one for awards, and I've kind of been like teasing myself at Barnes & Noble every time I go about buying this book, because I know that it has to be good to have won this many awards. But at the same time, like, something about it just, it hasn't been turning me off from buying it. And now that it was my birthday and I had so much money to spend on specifically books because I saved money for that, I was like, you know what, F it, like, I'm just gonna buy this. If I don't buy it now, then when am I ever gonna buy it? And I know that part of me does want to read it. How much did this cost? It was $15. So like, not that expensive, not that cheap. Normal book price, I'd say. Oh my god, I forgot to read the first sentence of The Shining. Hold on. I'm doing that for every book. I'm reading the first sentence really fast. Okay. It's chapter 1, job interview. Jack Torrance thought, a vicious little prick. That's the first sentence. If you've seen the movie, then you know that the movie kicks off. It's not the first scene, but it's like the beginning of the movie where like Jack Torrance is in an interview with some guy about being the manager to a hotel. And you know, okay, whatever. I said I was moving on, and I am. disrespectful and mispronounce this, so I'm not going to attempt to. This book is also really bendy, and the pages are thin, and it's glossy. Okay, so this is the first sentence. One summer night, I fell asleep, hoping the world would be different when I woke. Ooh. I like the back cover. It's got like all of these little things. Can you see that? I don't know what any of them mean, but oh, it has it on the front too. I didn't notice it. It's got this little red car, little red car. I think this is an LGBT plus book, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what I saw on TikTok. But recently, my For You page on TikTok has just been kicking me out of book talk. Like, I cannot find any TikToks that are book related. It makes me so sad. Because now all I get is like TikTok drama. And like, what do I care about that? You know, like, I'm just trying to live my life. I haven't seen a lot of people just everywhere, like on the internet, talk about this book, and I really wonder why. Because I'm only 50 pages in, but so far it is such a good book. This is Yolk. It's the book that I'm currently reading by Mary H.K. Choi. I believe it's pronounced Choi. She's written books that you might have heard of, actually. Emergency Contact and Permanent Record. Oh, it almost fell out. That was scary. I like the aesthetic of this book so much. I like the name, Yolk. And I like that, you know, it's like a yolk. I also like this, like, yellow color. The shade of yellow. It looks kind of strong on camera. But I swear it's a lot paler in person. And I got this woman falling. And this is the cool part. She is holding hands with her. And the book is basically about these two sisters. And like they're having these really bad struggles living in New York City. And something that this person said on the back of this book is that Joy has a real gift for creating a character so real and complex that she can crack his psyche open like a melon and pick through all the gnarly seeds. I really agree with that. Like, I know that I'm barely into this book, but I have never read such a well thought out, thorough character. And on Goodreads, this book has like, I think it's like 4.2 stars or something like that. And our other books have 4 stars each. But it's like weird, like why? I've never seen such a good character. It's such a relatable character, like I don't know, something about it. I'll update you guys when I do my manga video about how I liked this book. as a gay person. But it shocked me and my other gay friends when I read it, because we were like, how is this in this book? Like, it is, you can, nobody except gay people can say that word. And it has, I just thought it was so funny. Like, it teaches you how to do very R-rated things in Japanese. I've been looking for this book for a long time because I saw the word with my gay friends, and then I decided not to buy the book. And for my birthday, I had the money to buy the book, so I bought the book. This is the new revised edition, expanded. Yes. It has the basic hiragana and katakana characters. I'm gonna read you the first word if it's not inappropriate. Oh, the first word is hello, hi, which is ohayo. Okay, moving on. This one I'm really excited for. Actually, let me reorganize myself here. I have the books, y'all. Okay, I have quite the collection. To show y'all, hopefully I have time. So basically, these 3 books were on a list called the Dark Academia Reading List that I saw on Pinterest. And I realized that I own a lot of books that were on that list already, but I've only read one, which was The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Loved it. Like, I loved it in the way that you love like a family member, like you know it so well. And I figured that I would try to get through that reading list as much as I can. There was one book on there called A Little Life, which I've read the synopsis for it, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of triggered. Like, it is a very triggering book, and I don't think that I can mentally handle it, so I'm not reading that one. But I am reading The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Pretty short. Then there's Maurice by E.M. Forster. And then the one that I bought at Barnes & Noble for my birthday is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This came out in 2017. So it's new, but I was really surprised to see that it was on that reading list. And if it's Dark Academia, then I'm hoping that it has kind of the same vibe as The Secret History, because I feel like these other 2 books are pretty old. The Secret History is old, but not that old. And this is new. I don't know what it's about at all. But I believe it's like a mystery type thing, which is the same vibe as The Secret History. But here it is at the first sentence. Wait. Oh, never mind. It's not the first sentence. Okay, it's the prologue's first sentence. I sit with my wrists cuffed to the table and think, but that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house. I could a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul. And it's written in like poem format with like the slashes between the lines. That's cool. I like that. I'm excited to read this one. But I do have to get through other things that I've previously owned before I get to this one. first sentence, the picture of Dorian Gray is, oh, look at how tiny that font is. Yeah. Okay. The studio was filled with the rich odor of roses, and when the light summer wind stirred amidst the trees of the garden, there came through the open door the heavy scent of the lilac, or the more delicate perfume of the pink flowering thorn. Okay. This one is cool. It's purple. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, it's purple. It is the only hardcover book that I bought that day. And it's called A Wicked Magic, and it's got a little purple kit. Surrounded with candles. And you know, I'm a witch. I do magic. I like purple. So I bought it. I wish that you could see this in person. It's so aesthetically pleasing. Maybe it's aesthetically pleasing to you through the camera, but it's like, it's so much better in person. I like that splattered effect, and like, I'm hoping, I really didn't read what this is about when I bought it, but I'm hoping this is so good. It's like a horror mystery, I think. Let me read the first sentence of this one. Okay, this is the prologue. Okay, it says. Spring of sophomore year. That's like the subtitle. The May before Johnny Sue kissed her, Dan and her best friend Liz rolled back the rug in Liz's bedroom. A wicked magic. And then down here it says, what evil have these new witches awakened? Ooh. Spooky. Okay. Now this book, I will admit, I would not normally buy, but something about it called to me. I don't know what it was, but I just decided to get it. I normally don't get books with like human faces on the cover. Like very realistically drawn human faces. Those are very off-putting to me. But something about this one was giving me a vibe. I guess I was just kind of looking for a good fantasy story, and this was in the fantasy section. I was like, oh my god, look at Moon. It might have just been that, but like I felt really called to this book. Back here it says, people lived because she killed. People died because he lived. It's called We Hunt. Wait, We Hunt the Flame. And there's a little chick right here. When I get a microphone, maybe I'll do a epic rap battles of history. Poetic read-through. I'm kidding. Unless you really want that. We've got these glossy pages, and then we've got a map. Oh, that's how you know this book is gonna be good. Map. Okay. So this this is the first sentence of We Hunt the Flame. Oh. Okay, well, the first sentence is the thing on the back. It says people lived because she killed. I'll read the next one. And if that meant braving the arts, where even the sun was afraid to glimpse, then so be it. Ars. It's spelled A-R-Z, so maybe it's Ars. Okay, I saved kind of the best for last. This is the Grisha trilogy, I believe. That's what it's called. So the first one is Shadow and Bone, the second one is Siege and Storm, and what is this one? Run and Rising. This is a Netflix series, I think, or is it a film? It just says coming to Netflix on here. But look at the covers, y'all. Look at the covers, 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 look at the covers. The thing on Netflix, I believe, is a collaboration between this trilogy and the Six of Crows duology, which is the one that I've already read. It's my favorite series because it's just amazing and it deserves all the credit of the world. But because this book takes place in the same world as the other trilogy, I guess they combine them. I haven't seen it yet. I have to read this before I watch that. But it's by Leigh Bardugo. She wrote a book that was in the Dark Academia list called Ninth House. I have not read it yet, but I am extremely excited to read it because she is an amazing. She's so good at her job. Like, yes, write that book. You are so talented. Her and Madeline Miller can literally walk all over me with canes, with like a whole like monster truck with those big ugly wheels. But I just wanted to show you the cover, so this is that one. And then we've got the much thicker Siege and Storm, which is a snake. So we had deer, snake, and we have phoenix. They're like so thick after the first volume. The size. Can you see that? Yeah. Pretty thick. But it's gonna be worth it. I know it. Anyway, those are all the books that I had for you guys. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for a manga collection update. You know how I like to do those. I did buy a lot of manga on my birthday. And just like over the week since the last time I posted a manga video,